So on a scale from 0 to 10, how excited are you that Strangers is out?
120.
Yeah. Congratulations for the new album.
Thank you.
How are the reactions so far? Have you followed social media?
I'm overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Amazing.
Mostly amazing, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And did you get some feedback from other magazines or press already?
I'm going to say something that might sound pretentious, but lately when I feel really down and depressed, I just open a stranger's review and it cheers me up. It's amazing. I mean, we are really overwhelmed. That's the right word.
Yeah, isn't it quite a miracle that you got to finish the album despite all of the difficulties?
Yeah, I don't know if a miracle is the word, because it didn't just happen.
Yeah.
It was like a lot of hard work was put into it.
Yeah.
And a lot of being very stubborn about, we have to make it work.
Yeah,
it's like, whatever cost.
Yeah.
Like the deadline was like a way back, but with someday, like we just said, it doesn't matter what the deadline is, if we can push it, but 2021 is the deadline.
Yeah.
Before 2021.
No, sorry, yeah.
2020 is the deadline.
It's been a long year.
Yeah. We said we promised an album in 2020, and we will release an album in 2020.
Luckily, the fans didn't have to wait too long. The last one was, I think, in 2017, right?
It was 2017, and then it was reissued in 2019 with a bonus track.
You were super active in the meantime with Orphaned and Amorphous and lately Aryan. It's really amazing how many projects of high quality you're doing. How do you get all of this energy to continue like this?
Thank you. First of all, how do I get? I'm a workaholic. Hi, my name is Noa Gruman, and I'm a workaholic. I know I have a serious problem. No, I'm just half kidding.
So you just half mistaken.
Yeah.
You're a workaholic.
Yeah.
Is worth it, right?
Yes, it's very fulfilling. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But Scardust was there the entire time. Even when I do other projects, Scardust is like it's a full-time job.
Yeah. Of course. I mean, this is like your core project. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and also the choir Hellscore got a lot of attention lately due to the a cappella version of Nightwish songs. Was like a big viral hit on social media, especially on Nightwish fan pages. For you guys, what was your breakthrough point for Scardust and also for Hellscore, for your other project?
And by breakthrough, do you mean for us personally, or like in terms of recognition?
Yeah, the later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
when did you feel like getting suddenly a lot more attention?
I don't think I ever had the feeling of, suddenly bam, getting attention. I think it's what I actually like about both Scardust and Hellscore, that it builds up slowly. I mean, with each project, with each release, with each thing that we put, a lot of effort and work into, it builds more and more and more and more. So there wasn't like one big point, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
evolving with time, and I hope it will continue like that. It will continue growing and get more and more, recognition.
From a sunless world, your mirror is black, only a copy stares back at a slave of brave new world. Nice to decoy the human voice, ready zombie-ac, paranoiac, noise!
Yeah. I mean, it looks like it's working out. Also, you have very, very, very dedicated fans out there, pushing you guys everywhere where they can, putting Scardust videos under all kinds of reaction videos and suggesting you, come on, let's react to Scardust. They're amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, and also with all of your corporations, which one was for you the most inspiring one, the most fruitful? Which one did you enjoy the most?
Well, I have to say Gurdy, because we cooperated on quite a few different projects, and she obviously also played in this album in Strangers. Mm-hmm. So it started like the first thing was, the first official thing was to do a spontaneous duet for Sense of Time in Berlin in 2000. Was it? No, I don't know.
Oh, it was January 19. I think.
January 19.
Like before the summer tour. Yeah,
January 19. It wasn't such a long time ago, but it feels like we've known her forever.
She was there.
She was
okay.
And we did this spontaneous duet, and since then, the rest is history. We just couldn't get enough of it. And we had to do a mutual tour together, and Hellscore sang in her album, and she played and sang in our album, and it's definitely not the end. We will definitely continue to do more things together, because it just, we're like family now. So
have you considered integrating her fully into the band as a permanent band member?
No,
we haven't thought about
it. We haven't thought about it, but the less
ideas.
Yeah. Easier with less people. No, I don't. Subterranean Masquerade shirt.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, and there's also Vidi hanging on my wall.
Oh, Vidi! Hi, Vidi!
Can I take a picture? I'll send it to him.
Yeah.
We can screenshot.
It's myself on the camera, just a second. You recognize it? All right, yeah.
Awesome.
I'm gonna send it to him.
Great band and great guys. This picture was taken from my friend Sabine Bischoff, who is a great concert photographer, and she's been in Tel Aviv 1 year ago for a Submask concert. Yeah,
awesome.
It's one of her pictures. I hope that one day she's going to get to take pictures of you when you're playing live, because her concert pictures are just amazing. Really hope it happens one day.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You can tell from the lines on her face. You can see that she's been there. Probably been moved on from every place. 'Cause she didn't fit in there. Oh! Think twice! It's just another day for you! For you and me in paradise. Think twice! It's just another day for you!
mean, I don't remember any project that, crossed my way in which I wasn't, super stoked to work on. It's always things that, I mean, I don't even know how to answer that question. Let's say that if Symphony X were to invite me to do a duet with Russell Ellen, I wouldn't say no.
Who wouldn't?
Put it this way.
Yeah, I mean, who wouldn't?
Yeah.
Want to? Yeah. That's a great choice, I guess. Okay, and also you have your choir, Hellscore, on the new album on Strangers.
Yeah.
And more choir than ever. How did you? I mean, was it an idea that evolved naturally, or how did this come together?
Hellscore actually was formed around the recordings for Sands of Time in 2017. I mean, it was late 2016 when we recorded, and I found the choir recordings. The choir consists of my students, my vocal students, and also like people who we know who are great singers, mostly friends and families, and it was amazing. The recordings went so smoothly. Everybody had fun. The outcome was, very. Everyone was really happy with it. So it was also a fulfilling feeling. And when we ended the recordings, I realized that I have this group of people who are all amazing personalities and are all into the same kind of music. And are all great singers. So I said, okay, I have to put a title for this thing and make it, into a project.
An ongoing thing.
Yeah, an ongoing thing.
Instead of just reassemble it every time we have a show or a recording.
Yeah, and then it started with just the 12 people who wanted to participate. And it evolved, and nowadays we are 42 people. Metal singers who just like to sing both a cappella and with metal bands, and it's just it's my other baby. It's also a full-time job, and loving every moment.
Into the night where everything far in a place that I can't leave behind. Onto the fire I wait you. Into the night in every chance I can find to close my eyes, so I only hear the silence in the night. Eating out your heart.
Strangers, the choir is very well integrated from the sounds, from mastering, and you clearly hear that the people are used to your kind of music and into that. They're not like fulfilling the background vocal role, but actually part of that. And also the other thing that struck me on the album is that it's much more consistent than the older albums. I mean, every song is very diverse and very progressive and exciting, but all songs match together. Like, but was it a concept that you had, or how did you approach the album?
Yeah, we definitely decided that this time we're going to have, I mean, Sands of Time is half the album is a concept album, and then the rest of the album are separate tracks. This time we decided that the entire album would be one concept, and there will be themes throughout the entire album that are repeating.
But it will consist of separate songs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you can listen to as separate songs, but you can also listen to them together.
But
And
they're not really separate,
yeah.
aren't they? Right.
Yeah,
Because the songs come in pairs.
Yeah.
Right, like the videos.
Yeah, and also you have this overture song in the beginning that already gives us the main riffs and main melodies of the rest of the songs. Did you write this after all of the other songs?
Yes, that was the last piece. Yeah, we wrote. I mean, obviously the album is, it speaks about different types of strangers and the concept of being estranged in different ways. So each pair of songs is telling a different stranger's story. And then each pair, like, for example, you take like Tantibus II and Addicted, are a pair, and we recorded them together, and then we separated them for the album. And Stranger Gone, recorded together, separated for the album.
They recorded as one long song, each pair.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So in the lyrics we had to use this word. Actually, I think Or had, at some point, he had a realization. He said, we should put the word strangers in every song. Every song. Maybe it is. I don't know.
Turn the lyrics again.
Yeah.
It's very effective. The melody of the chorus of Strangers is very present in my head for days now. Can't get rid of it. I don't want to. But it was funny what you said about Tantibus II. This is actually an older song that you were playing live for a longer time already, and you put it on the album now. You performed it with the first version together, and now you have the part 2 on the album. How did this happen? Was it a plan from the beginning, or did you just think it's a good song fitting the rest?
I don't think it was the plan on Tantibus 1. It sort of happened in Tantibus 2, and I think now we can't get away from it. We will have to write Tantibus 3. Because on Tantibus 1 there is this character, and she's trying to escape from the sleep paralysis. She's looking for her way out, and she doesn't find it. She's trying to get out, and she can't. And then we said, what if she gets addicted to that feeling of, disconnecting from the world? And it goes perfectly with the concept of strangers. So, so we wrote Tantibus 2, and then we wrote its opposite, which is Addicted.
This will be exciting for the next album.
Yeah.
Was there any pressure on you guys? Just released Strangers. And how did you choose the singles of this album? Yes.
Well,
I don't remember.
I can tell you. The first single was supposed to be, I think, Concrete Cages.
No, I think the first single was supposed to be Gone, then Concrete Cages.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we've planned on shooting Concrete Cages first. And then Gone, but release Gone first, and then Concrete Cages.
Yeah. But Concrete Cages did not happen because of the pandemic.
Yeah. Gone was definitely a single because I knew it from the first moment we wrote. From the first note we wrote in that song, I said, this is going to be a single. But then after, like Yoav said, our plans of shooting Concrete Cages went to shit. So, excuse my French.
On est dans la merde.
Yeah, because of the pandemic. Yeah, Patty was supposed to come to Israel and shoot Concrete Cages, and then obviously it got canceled. So we had to rethink the entire strategy. And then we said that, and then I think our management had this idea of releasing the songs in their pairs, which means if we release Gone, we have to release Stranger as well.
Yeah.
And yeah, and then we said, but we want to build up towards Gone, and because we don't have concerts to promote the singles, we have to come up with a different approach. And the approach was releasing Tantibus II and Addicted before Stranger and Gone, to get our core fan base engaged, because people who are following us from 2015 will be probably looking forward to having Tantibus Part 2. And then they will get engaged, and then it will build the hype towards Stranger and Gone. So this was the strategy. I don't know if it worked, but I hope it was a good idea.
Yeah, it's so sad that you couldn't release Concrete Cages as you planned. Would have been, I think it would have been a great single, and also very, very nice video to have you with Patty Gurdy together. But I think the strategy worked quite well that you chose now.
Yeah, thank you. And I would ask you to change the wording, because it will happen someday.
Sorry.
Someday.
It's going to happen. It's going to happen.
We have to believe. We have to believe in it.
Yeah. How can you even keep on going? I really have no idea how you can get so much force to continue even in this time. It's just very hard.
Thank you. It has its many challenges. Yeah.
Some bands kind of cope with the situation with writing more songs because they say the only thing that they can do is release songs. So now that the album is out, Strangers is out, and the hype is there, what are your next steps?
Yeah, I think,
we were very occupied up to today, like with getting the album out. So we were really occupied with that.
Yeah.
We didn't think, like, we just thought, okay, there are no tours. What are we gonna do? We're gonna do the videos. We're gonna do the promotion plan. We're gonna, I don't know.
Yeah. The focus was definitely on the videos and on engaging with the audience. Doing the Mist challenge and just being more active on social media, more interact with the audience, and obviously the videos. I don't think we will stop at this point. We actually have 2 more videos planned for next month, and maybe more. I don't know, maybe more. We'll see how this pandemic goes. And I mean, if we can't perform, it's either making more videos or writing more music. So it will go either way, I think. Yeah.
Exciting news. New videos, that's already great news.
Yeah.
Have you already shot everything, or is it going to happen?
They're actually nearly ready.
Okay, good. So you used the small periods of time where you were not locked down.
Actually, these two next videos, I think I can tell about them. It's not a secret. We actually documented the entire recording process. So we used this footage to make a sort of making of kind of feel to the videos. So the audience can get a glimpse on, what was actually there when we recorded. And you see, I mean, when I watch it's not finalized yet, but when I watch the versions of the videos, I get emotional about this, because you can see like a choir recording together in a room, and then the next shot is one choir member having to record alone in isolation, and both things are on the same video. it's really, I mean, for me, watching it and remembering what we've been through is quite, emotional. So I hope the audience will get a sort of, this sort of feeling as well.
Giving our blood and amour.
Giving our blood to the doomsday.
לאט לאט לעלות.
To the doomsday machine.
ממש תנועה כזאת.
Machine.
Another thing that really stands out on Strangers is that obviously you're a very versatile vocalist already, but at least to me, you sound much more, even more comfortable in the harsh vocals than ever before. How did you get into these extreme vocals anyway?
Oof, wow, what a question. First of all, thank you. I mean, it means a lot to me. It's, God. I mean, I've always liked different types of singing techniques. I'm considering myself as a huge nerd in that field. I always, research, I read about anatomy and, to learn about the instrument and understand how it works. And at first I was self-taught. I'm talking, I don't know, 12 years ago or something like that, around my army time. Oh my God, I'm old. Yeah, it hit me like 12 years ago. I started, like teaching myself these kinds of techniques. And then I got to have lessons with Flor Jansen. And she actually, put a structure into my technique and kind of like made it more academic, so this was the point. It was about 10 years ago, and it was like the point in which I was like, okay, now if I get this certificate from Flor Jansen, I'm good to go. But actually, funny, not so funny story about the recordings of this album. I suffered from an edema on my vocal cords, and I actually healed from it just before the vocal recordings. So in my process of healing, I really, practiced in a very structured, manner. I practiced my harsh vocals back slowly and in a very, very, thought through method, because I didn't want to fuck up my voice, and second of all, I wanted to do a good job in the album, obviously. So I came to these recordings so prepared, more than ever, because I was focused on this. This edema gave me what I needed.
Today I hear your call, your will is my devotion every single moment, but then when midnight comes, starts another day. Tomorrow I will be gone away. Today we dream together, hand in hand together, memories to pack when we go. Tomorrow I'll be gone. Today you dare not doubt what future is about, what dreams will carry on, and then a night shines another day. Tomorrow I will be on my way, crossing 1,000 seas, towards over 1,000,000 dreams. I will sail on my own from now on. Dangerously have become. I will sail on my own from now on. Dangerously have become.
The deeper voice parts of your harsher vocals are much more rich and deeper. It's yeah, it's very great. It's absolutely. I didn't know that you were training with Frau Jansen. Oh my god.
Yeah.
So she would be great on the Scardust album, wouldn't she?
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be spectacular. Yeah, and for the music, there's so many different influences in your music. How did you approach the songs as musicians, as instrumentalists?
I get the ideas from Or and Noa. Like they have the sketches of the songs, and so they can build the entire album. They have to write drums on the computer for it, so they can have the sense of what it's gonna feel like. And I take these parts and like I listen through to to one song a few times, and I say, okay, I like this. This is like no, I don't like it. And this is just okay. They wrote it on a computer, but it's not really
Playable.
Yeah, it's not playable for a person during like a 1 hour long show. and then I go like through the parts and I start like, okay, here they want it slow, but I don't like this part, so I'll make it different. And I record it on my on my own studio, and I send it to them. It's like, okay, like, and I play like something more similar to what they wrote, and like, you wanted this, but I like this. And like, and sometimes they just, okay, to us it sounds the same, so do whatever. Like if you like it better and it's more enjoyable to you, that's great. Sometimes they're just, no, like this specific little symbol is supposed
so important.
It's so important because the guitar plays a similar note right after, and then the bass plays this note right on the next verse. So
it's
don't
crucial.
change. Yeah, it's
if you change it, we have to change it.
Yeah, we're gonna write another song if you're gonna change this little bit. And then I'm like,
true story.
Yeah, like many fights over these things with everyone. Like anyway, so sometimes I just like almost completely, not really completely, but if it's slow, I want to make it fast. Yeah, but sometimes I almost completely will change like what I got from them, and sometimes I will just like spend hours on hours like to get it almost the same, as much as the same as you can, because sometimes it's just write things that are unimaginable, like for 3 hands and 4 legs.
There is actually a live example of Yoav playing the same bar for 100 times, and it's on Instagram when he studied the song Huts from the album. So, and we documented.
After I learned it, like for a few hours, like for a week, I was like, okay, so I got it. I got the coordination. I got it all. Like, and now I just need to be able to like hit the play button and play with the song. Like this 5 seconds or whatever. This 10 seconds. No, it was like 2 seconds. One bar. Like, so, and then I said, okay, I just need to get it through a consistent tempo each time. It doesn't matter. It's gonna be really slow, but don't stop. Just do it, and gradually get it higher to the right tempo, and you don't stop until you have 100 times, until you did it for 100 times.
Yeah.
And luckily enough, on that session, Noa was there with me. So I just told her, you know what? I'm counting like the times, so I'm at about 80. Do you want to film it, like for Instagram or something? It's gonna be really funny.
Yeah.
So she caught me on camera when I played like on the actual tempo already. But yeah.
Hashtag proud musicians.
No, I get a revenge. All right.
Oh no! You created a monster. Hey, you know, the fine line between love and hate.
It's not a fine line. Never mind.
Yoav is being sexist.
Not to you.
No, Yoav.
Sexual. Sexy.
Whatever, next.
skip this. Okay, and yeah, and you've got a lot of connections to Germany, Noah. You've been a vocal teacher at the Academy in Bavaria, I think. And do you still have a lot of things going on in Germany? Will there be concerts, hopefully?
Yeah, well, actually, yes, I had the Bavaria thing is part of the Wacken Foundation project of the Wacken Metal Music Camp. And I used to, teach there every 6 months. It's either in Wacken in the summer or in Bavaria in the winter. And I actually did the online Wacken Music Camp this summer. So they had, they didn't want to just cancel the music camp. So we did everything on Zoom.
Huh, okay.
And I had the experience of working with the kids online on Zoom. So I was really happy about that because, I saw some familiar faces from previous years and also some new faces, which is always fun. As soon as we can travel again and play live again, Germany is definitely on the top of the list.
Of course,
yeah.
We had a few festivals
For sure.
like on the plan. Well, they got postponed, so
yeah, we can say about Dong Up in Air because this was published.
yes.
But we were actually supposed to play in more festivals in Germany, which weren't published, so we were not allowed to talk about them. But we had the whole summer planned, and we hope to get this summer back.
Sweet summer child.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask one final little question.
Sure.
Yeah, what do you have a message for your German and French fans?
You're amazing. We love you all, and we can't wait to come back and play for you guys. Really.
Yes.
And spread the word.
And don't be strangers.
And spread music and not viruses.
Yes.
Yeah, and
That's for sure.
don't be strangers. Come say hello after the show.
Yeah.